Oh hey, look what I got. This is the second watermelon that I harvested from my garden, and it's a tender sweet, a yellowish orange variety, and I got the seeds from MI Gardner. So I want to open it with you guys. So let's get in. I'm gonna bring you closer. Yesterday, no, that was 2 days ago, I made some watermelon jelly. And that was watermelon that I got from the farmer's market. So I think I might make, most of this will be eaten, but I think I might make like 1 jar of jelly from this, just to like capture the moment. The first watermelon that I harvested, it tastes good. It was nice and sweet, but the inside didn't seem as developed. You know, like a watermelon is completely filled out inside. There was gaps, but it was sweet though. So I'm grateful for that. Hopefully this one will be, I don't know, whether more mature. But the way I picked that one is I just did the tap test. I harvested 2 melons from the 2 plants. I'm not sure if it was 1 each, and then there were a couple that were spoiled. We're gonna cut this boy open. Ooh, nice and juicy. So. It's nice and juicy. It's sweet, but not overly sweet. I wish it was a tad bit sweeter. I think the first one I harvested was a little bit sweeter, but it's still good. And this will taste even better cold. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a mess. I'm deciding on whether or not I would grow this variety again. I think I might try it one more time. I think next summer I'm gonna try this, to grow this one more time and just see if, I wish it was sweeter. It does have a sweetness to it, but not when you think about like what you look forward to when you're eating a watermelon. So since I already have the seeds, well, I have some more upstairs, I'm gonna try this again. I planted 2 plants. Next year I might just try 1 and then just see if I can improve on the sweetness. Maybe it's, I didn't water it enough. You know, sometimes your conditions matter. Maybe I didn't add enough fertilizer or something. So I'm gonna give it a try one more time. I grew up being surrounded by fruit trees. My husband grew up in the city. I told him, you know, like it's my goal to create the opportunity where you can just go to a garden and pick fruits, just like I did as a child, just like I was able to. So we had lots of mango trees. Lots of oranges, sugarcane. We didn't grow melon. We didn't grow watermelon or melons. We had tangerines, lots of citrus, and a lot of other variety that you wouldn't be familiar with here in the US. So, you know, I only have a couple of fruit trees in the back and they're small, so it's nothing that he can start enjoying yet. But melons, at least he can start enjoying this. So this is what it looks like. So it's like a soft pink. It's very juicy. I could taste where it's slightly starting to turn. It is sweet, but not like overly sweet. I find like, especially when I first cut into the tender sweet, the yellow, it was sweet, but not the idea that you have in your mind when you eat like a watermelon, just the sugary sweetness. It's like that needed to be refrigerated, and then you can really taste how sweet it is. So I'm thinking it's the same for this, but it does have flavor, because I've had melons before where like someone's growing it on the side of the road. Well, not growing it, they're selling on the side of the road, and they're like, yeah, we grew this, it's delicious. And you're like, yeah, I'm so excited. And you buy it and you take it home and it's a dud. It's like, oh my God, I'm stuck with this giant melon. There's no sweetness to it, but there's a bit of sweetness. I think once I refrigerate it, it'll taste better. Don't be afraid to drop some seeds and plant some melons. I know maybe it's too late for now because we're basically almost into fall. But yeah, for next year, try at least one plant. If you have the space, just try one. What I did was I allowed my plant to run on the ground. I did have to pick it up and put it back into the bed whenever I mowed the grass, but I did allow it to trail along. So I planted my watermelon towards the edge of the bed, like a 12 feet. I think each melon needs a 12-foot. If you're doing the square foot gardening method, which I followed somewhat, 2 12-foot space is what one melon needs. And I just planted them towards the edge of the bed so that they didn't take up space, at least for the small planter. So then that one, I was able to grow other things in the bed, and I just allowed it to trail on the ground. And then I would just lift it off, lift all the vines onto the bed, mow the grass, and put it back down. In the big bed, I did have it trailing over because I planted a lot and more than I probably should in that bed. Maybe next year I might plant a little bit less, but probably I won't. Anyway, I'm saying I might grow less melons, but you know, you just get greedy. Like, it's like, maybe I can do more, maybe I can fit more, but yeah, I am going to probably do the same thing I did and grow the same amount. But anyway, yeah, it was pretty easy. Like, it wasn't that hard. And it's just a nice feeling. But again, I still went to farmer's market and bought melons, and I probably will get a couple more before the fall comes. But it's nice to have a supplement of melons, and we could juice this stuff, you know? So it's just nice picking your own. It encourages you because you're like, man, I did that. I grew that, you know? So anyway, hope you guys enjoy. You have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.